everybody, and welcome back to a new Let's Play. This time we're playing EarthBound, and sorry if the music's a little loud there. The music doesn't usually get much louder than that in the game. but, yeah, alright, here we go. Technically this will be actually the fourth time I've attempted to do a Let's Play of this. The first time, I thought it was okay. It's just that it took so long to upload it that I thought I should just try again. The second time, the same thing happened. I recorded and then like months passed and I just didn't upload it. And then the third time I screwed up the recordings because on like half the videos for some reason my mic wasn't on. I made sure to check to make sure that my mic was on this time. So yeah, speaking of my mic though, I do use it's like a program called NVIDIA Broadcast, which comes with noise cancellation, and it works pretty well at blocking out noise. Like for instance, I'm going to clap my hands here for a second, and I'm going to talk over it a bit, and now I'm done clapping my hands. Like you probably didn't hear me clapping my hands, probably distorted my voice a bit, but secondary downside to the noise cancellation is that sometimes it cuts off my voice. So if you randomly hear my voice cut in and out, I'm kind of sorry. Like there's not really much I could do. Like I tried lowering the noise cancellation a bit, but like even lowering it just a little bit suddenly makes it so like a bunch of background noise can be heard, and that's not really good because I have a lot of fans on my computer and they're very noisy. But anyway, enough about that stuff. So hopefully this time I actually upload it. We're gonna start a new game. I'm gonna put the text speed on fast, stereo sound because that's cool. There's lots of different themes you could use, like mint is just turns it green, strawberry is pink, banana yellow, and peanut is brown / orange, I guess. I guess brown is just technically dark orange, so it's same color. Anyway, I like the plain flavor. I kind of just like the aesthetic of it. Although one thing I kind of wanted to note is that for some reason the text in all the other flavors is yellow until you go back to like plain flavor and it turns white again, which is interesting. But yeah, alright. Let's go ahead and name our character. We can name him anything we want. Like we could call him, I don't know, we could call him Tom if we want. But I'm not going to do that because his name is Ness and we all know it. And if you want to use the default name, you just go to don't care. And we have a couple names. I guess I'll go cycle through them. So there's Ness, Alec, Roger, Will, Brian, Tyler, Lane, and then back to Ness. And then if we hit OK, we can hear Giygas, the creator of the game, saying OK. Although it's more like a Japanese version of OK, so it's not necessarily OK or something like it's just, I think it's like Odeska or something like that. Odeska? I don't know. But anywho, pretty neat. Apparently that was recorded by one of the sound designers, secretly recording him, like tricking him into saying OK so that he could use that in the game. But yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and go with Paula now. So there's Paula, Nancy, Sky, Paige, Marie, Holly, and Jane, and then back to Paula. Oh, and if you press start instead of going to OK, get this sound instead. Kind of a weird sound. I like the Odeska better. Also, I like that you could put like numbers and symbol here. Like we could call him, I don't know, like we'll just go like Jeff 5 or something, or 4. Whoops. Yeah, or Jeff, like Jeff, and then like Jeff music note, I guess, or Jeff tilde. But anyway, let's cycle through these names: Jeff, Dan, Henry, Isaac, Ralph, Sean, Rob, and then back to Jeff. Pretty neat. Lastly, we have Pooh. So there's Pooh, Kato, Kai, Omar, Ramin, Aziz, Lado, and back to Pooh. My first playthrough, not my first Let's Play playthrough, but like the first time I ever played this game, I actually went with Kato instead because I thought Pooh was so silly I couldn't take it seriously. And I remember Kato being like the name of like the sidekick character in the Green Hornet, and I actually used to watch that show when I was a kid. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Pooh this time because it's just a name. Anyway, next we have to name our dog. And my first time playing him, I named him Sparky because one of my dogs is actually named Sparky. I didn't name him, but at first I thought it was too silly for a name, but I eventually stuck. It was my dad that named him. Anyway, for King, there's King, Peach, Sparky, which is a default name. That's why I chose it over my other two dogs. And then Rex, Baby, Rover, Misty, and then back to King. It's kind of neat that you kind of cycle through names that could work for both a male or female dog. So pretty funny, I guess. But yeah, we're gonna go with King because I guess that's just the default name. I've never heard of anyone calling their dog King, but I don't know, I guess it'd be a neat little Earth reference. Anyway, favorite homemade food: steak, pie, pasta, cake, eggs, bread, or salmon. And I'm just gonna stick with steak. Steak is freaking delicious. So yeah. Lastly, what is your favorite thing? Is it rockin', hammer, love, gifts, slime, gaming, boxing? I'm gonna stick with rockin', although my first time playing, I used gaming. Where was it? Oh, right there. The one thing I want to kind of quickly point out is the love one right here. In Mother 3, the thing that this gets used for, the favorite thing gets used for the special type of PSI or PK ability. I don't know which one I want to call it. The PSI skill that the main character learns. In this case, Ness has a unique PSI ability that is called PK, and whatever you call this, your favorite thing. But what's interesting is that means that you could call this PK Love, and that's actually the default name for the same equivalent thing in Mother 3. Lucas's signature ability is PK Love. So, who knows, was this like an early thought? Like, was this intentional, or was it just like a coincidence? I'm gonna argue that's probably a coincidence, but yeah. Anyway, we're gonna go with Rockin'. I like how Rockin' with the G is like, it's too long, so they just go with Rockin'. They can't even put like the apostrophe to make it like Rockin', like properly spelled instead of Rockin'. But yeah, anyway, enough about this choosing our name. I'm gonna pick all the defaults because I'm super creative. And yeah, let's go ahead and review this. Yes, Ness, Paula, Jeff, Pooh, King, Steak, and Rockin'. Are you sure? Yep. And once you press A, the game will start. The year is 1990X. On it, a small town in Eeland. Ness's house. It's funny seeing three S's next to each other like that. Alright, so now we can finally move around after it sounds like something that fell from the sky and crashing down nearby. Alright, as soon as we leave the room, I think the lights turn on. Yes, they do. We could actually go in here and see Tracy's room. This is Ness's little sister, Tracy. Hey, bro, did the sound wake you up? Were you freaked out? Not really. I do want the cracked bat, though. There's a cracked bat inside. Ness takes it. Do you think Mom will let me stay up late tonight? Can't seem to fall back asleep. Alright. And just to see, let's look at how Ness's room looks like with the lights on. Pretty simple. He's got for some reason he's got a desk with a chair far away from it. But anywho, no closet or anything, just a bookshelf. Unless he, I don't know, sticks his clothes in that one drawer. Alright. Let's go outside. What was that noise? Ness, you don't seem scared. Are you nuts? And now you want to go check it out? Okay. I forgot to capitalize the O. You'll sneak out of your room anyway, even if I ask you not to. At least change out of your jammies before you go. And we are. This is the Ness we're familiar with. It's kind of a very laissez-faire attitude that Ness's mom has. Like, well, I mean, I guess if I make a rule, you'll just break it anyway, so I might as well just not have a rule. Besides humans, dogs also sleep at night. Why aren't you asleep? Be careful. Come home as soon as you can. Beep. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and sneak out. There we go. And, yeah, here we are. If we try to leave, of course we see there's some cops here. They have some funny dialogue. We might as well read it. On it, police are infamous for closing roads if something's going on. We're going for the record. Don't panic. It's just a... What? Meteorite that... Who? Fell. I just wanna... What? Go home. So yeah, we can't leave just yet. I could talk to more of the NPCs, but I don't want to take too long. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of stroll past these guys. I like how these guys drove their police cars on the dirt roads. Like, they're, I mean, I guess they're cops. They could sort of get how they need to get somewhere however they want, but I don't know. I feel like it's kind of weird. Anyway, especially since they're driving like right next to a cliff. That just seems like stupid safe. Anyway, there's a bread roll inside. Ness takes... Oh yeah, I forgot to equip my bat. There we go. Our offense rather went from 2 to 6. There we go. Let's check out our stats first. So we had 2 of everything, so now we have 60 offense instead of 2D. I keep wanting to say defense for some reason, I don't know. Anyway, we have 0 PSI abilities, but that's cool. Alright. Let's go ahead and talk to this guy. Hey Ness, hi. A meteorite fell down and went boom! It was a real mess for a while. That was fine, because I always eat garlic and work out to make my body stronger. However, the weak citizens probably fainted. I also want to tell you... Whoops. I almost told you about my... by the way, Ness, did you check out my billboard? I wrote the message myself. That's my real job, you know. I'm a billboard guy. Why don't you check out my work? Treasure Hunter, this is Layer X Agarit's house. Alright, and here we are. Porky. Or as he's called in this mistranslated version, Pokey. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to him. Hey, Ness. Don't be rubbernecking. You're in the cops. Oops. I mean the officer's way. You can go home now. Tomorrow, Porky, will tell you more about the strange meteorite. I'm fine here, but you're bugging the officers. Clear out. Get out of my way. Clear out. Get out of my way. Clear out. Get out of my way. Clear out. Of way out. Get my... whoops. My mistake. I mean, get out of my way. Nice time, Ness. Will you do something about Porky? He's driving me nuts. Are you two friends? He lives in the house next to his, I see. And what if we stay now? You're not friends, but aren't you neighbors? Come on, help me out here. Anyway, so yeah, throughout the game they'll call him Pokey, but I'm gonna call him Porky because that's what he's actually supposed to be called. It's just kind of mistranslated because, you know, like how in Japanese they don't really use like certain R sounds. Like the R sound is kind of used for like L names. So, for instance, Link from The Legend of Zelda is actually called Rinku, but like the other things like Porky, instead of being called like Porky, like he's called Poki. It's just like P-O-K-I. Like if you use like Romanized Japanese, it's P-O-K-I. So the translators, they probably just saw Pokey, like, you know, Poki, and just put Pokey. So yeah, in reality it was supposed to be Porky. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to Ness's mom again. Welcome, Ness. It's not necessary to talk about it tonight. Let's scoot off to bed now. Alright. Later that night. Okay, well now now the door's being knocked on really loudly, so we gotta go and see what that is. Someone's knocking at the door. What an annoying knock. Okay, same thing. Okay. Alright. My land, who could be knocking at the door at this time of night? Will you answer it? What about King? I've got fleas sucking me dry, so I'm just gonna lie here for now. Hey, listen to what I've got to say. When I took Picky to the place where the meteorite landed... Oh, good evening, ma'am. You're looking lovely as usual. Anyway, as I was saying, the police that were guarding me the meteorite landing left suddenly to deal with the sharks. You know, the sharks? They're the local ruffians. And they were really going wild. Suddenly, I noticed Picky was gone. I blame the cops. It certainly wasn't my fault after all. When my dad gets back, I know I'm gonna get it. You're my bestest friend. Won't you help me find Picky? If you say no, he'll give you like 2 dialogue things. If you refuse me, I'll say something that'll cut you like a knife. Will you come with me? Okay, I won't say anything to hurt you. And then from here on out, he'll just kind of repeat himself. Hey, let's say yes. Okay, good buddy. Let's blow this popsicle stand. Before we go, why don't you say goodbye to your mom? Don't you agree, man? Okay, let's talk to Ness's mom. I know the dog is unreliable, but you should take King along. The cracked bat in Tracy's room can help out in a time like this. No matter what everyone says, you're a courageous, strong boy. You're my very own natural-born fighter. You'll go far. Remember to go for it! But I think you should change out of your jammies before you leave. Ness's hair was really messy, but I think in real life my hair is actually even messier, because I kind of just woke up right now, too. Anywho, let's go down, and if we talk to Tracy, we'll get a cookie. I'll do everything I can to help you. Good luck on your adventure. You might get hungry along the way, so here's a cookie. Ness got the cookie. You can also leave anything you don't need with me. You want me to hang on to something? And yeah, this is the purpose for Ness's sister. She's the storage. So we could give her any one of these, except for the ATM card, because if we try to do that, she'll say, I think you should hang on to it. Ness unfortunately has some items in he'll get later on in the game that he is required to have on at all times. And I'll go ahead and just list them out. Those items are the ATM card, the Soundstone, the receiver phone, and the town map. Although not necessarily in that order. You get the map before the phone. But anywho, yeah, let's go ahead and talk to Porky again. Alright, you go out in front and I'll follow at a safe distance. Let's get going. Also, Porky earlier when he was like, you know, good evening, ma'am, you're looking lovely as usual. Kind of reminds me of that one kid in Leave It to Beaver. I forgot his name. He's always like picking on Beaver, I think that's his name. And he's always like trying to sucker up to his mom to make himself look like a good boy. But I don't know. Anyway, that's such a super random thing to bring up. I don't know why. I just thought of it right now. Anyway, yeah, sure, you're cool. Whatever. Alright, let's take King along. You want me to go with you? Oh, I get it. You just wanted to talk because I'm so lovable. I say yes. I guess I have no choice. Let's go. King joins you. King's actually useful. Porky isn't. He just walks around, but King will actually help you in battle and stuff. And of course, right before we leave, we get a phone call. Try to leave. Yeah, the phone is ringing. Answer it. In my house, my dad gets bent if I don't get the phone within the first 3 rings. Ness answered the phone. Hello, it's your dad. Work to exhaustion when you're young. Have you heard of a weird saying like this? Just remember, I'm always behind you 100%. Don't be afraid. I know that you're brave. You can do it! Don't forget to call me periodically during your adventure. I can make a record of your progress when you call me. Oh yeah, I deposited $30 into your bank account. Do you have your ATM card? Withdraw your money from any cash machine and buy whatever you need. Good luck, my boy. I feel like a hero. What? Well, the father of a hero, at least. Slam, beep. Guess we can save now. Ness picked up the phone. Or the receiver, rather. Ness, it's your dad. Well, experience to get to the next level. Ness, 4. Anyway, what do you need from me? Bored. All done. Dear old dad was also thinking of hitting the hay for the night. I have created a record of your adventure to this point. Good night, sleep tight. Ness, you like to work hard, just like your mother. But I don't think it's good to work too hard. Click, beep, beep, beep. Now we can finally get out of here. Yeah, alright. So yeah, if we try to leave again, even though the cops are gone now, Porky will be the one to stop us. Hey, Ness, so you're just gonna wander around wherever you please? Don't you think you should focus on getting Picky home? Yeah. Anyway, let's go ahead and fight our first enemy, a runaway dog. You engage the runaway dog, and there's so many memes about Ness fighting the runaway dog. Ness attacks. There we go, we did a little bit of damage. Alright, there we go. King did a tiny bit of damage too. So you see, he's, if you can tell by the little battle text, Porky doesn't do, like, anything. 3 HP of damage. Porky apologized profusely. There we go. A runaway dog became tame after we hit it with the baseball bat. Anyway, Ness is now level 2. Offense went up by 1, HP went up by 1, PP went up by 2. Ness realized the power of Life Up Alpha. Okay. So that's really good. I forgot you get that on level 1. So, Life Up Alpha. I'm gonna go ahead and try to explain each, like, PSI ability we get when we get them. So Life Up is your healing PSI. It costs 5 PP and restores, on average, about 100 HP to one person. And I have to say on average, because it's unlike other games where, you know, using a healing item or a healing ability heals a fixed amount of HP. Here it's random. So the average, like the mean, will be about 100 HP. Like if you did this like 100 times, the average will probably be somewhere around 100 HP. But sometimes you could heal like, you know, as little as like 85 HP, or maybe even lower, or even as much as like 120. But yeah, it's pretty random, but yeah, it's basically what it is. It's the first thing you learn, and it only costs 5 PP, which sounds like a lot right now, because that's almost half of our maximum PP. But, oh yeah, and PP stands for psychic points, in case you're wondering. But, yeah, I mean, later on in the game, obviously, you'll have, like, over 100 PP. Actually, Ness will probably have more like 400 PP or something. So, it's basically, like, free, you know? But yeah. Anyway, here's another mechanic I want to show. You may have seen that the swirl kind of turned a little green there. When you hit an enemy from behind or from the side, although I haven't really seen it too consistent from the side, you pretty much always have to get him from behind. You'll get a green swirl, and you'll get the text saying that you, like Ness, can go have like a surprise opening attack or something like that. And basically you get to attack first, and do all your actions before the enemy has a chance. Like basically, there is no first turn for the enemy. They only can act on the second turn. So it's pretty advantageous. I would recommend doing that. So yeah, whenever you can. And there we go. We got 4 XP. XP, not HP. Whoops. Alright. Let's go ahead and use the cookie. When eaten, you cover about 6 HP. So same thing. You kind of see it in action here. It might be 6 HP, so this has a relatively low range. But it could be 5 or even 4 HP. Or it could heal 8. But we got 6 this time, because the range is really low. I've never really seen it deviate too much from 6. I've seen 5. I've not seen 7 HP. But 5 I have seen. Anyway, let's go ahead and fight more runaway dogs. There's usually more than just the runaway dogs, but I'm kind of fine with it because... Ooh, nice, we got a smash. Well, anyway, I'm fine with it because the runaway dogs have the most experience so far. There are other enemies called spiteful crows that give 3 experience, and then other enemies called coil snakes which give only 1 XP. So this is actually the best way to level up right now. But yeah, we got a smash hit, and in case you, you know, you can't really figure it out or something, the smash attack is basically like a critical hit. It does about twice as much damage, I think, and it's pretty rare for it to happen, but the probability of it happening, I know, is based on your guts. Unlike with Fire Emblem, though, I do not know what the actual formulas are for these random events. I just know that having higher guts usually means you have higher chance for smash attacks. And there's other things it affects, but I'm going to go into that later. I don't want to bore you guys so much here. Maybe I will, but later. Hey, Ness! I was too busy to investigate, but I heard a child's voice on the hilltop. Heard, not hear. Ugh. I'm a busy man, but I do a job. When I do a job, I do it well. I'm a man's man. Okay, that's cool, man. Speaking of doing a job, though, I kind of want to fight more enemies. Wow, it's really just runaway dogs. I don't know why that is. This has never happened to me. Also, call it... Wait, King got a smash. That's cool. Call it cheating or whatever, but I'm actually... Because I'm on an emulator, I'm actually going to be taking advantage of a few features this emulator has. One of them being a fast forward. Oh, hey, whoa, I actually want to read that, though. Ness is level 3, offense 1 up by 2, defense 1 up by 1, guts 1 up by 1, vitality, IQ, HP 1 up by 14, PP 1 up by 3. Nice. So, yeah, this will be handy for just, like, getting things done fast, like this. And, I also have a rewind, so, like, if I accidentally, like, screwed up, like, oh, I didn't mean to go here, or I could rewind. I'm gonna try to use that one very minimally, because that one is pretty much cheating. I pretty much will only use the rewind to, like, see other dialogue options and stuff. But, yeah, the fast forward I probably will use, though, because it's not really giving me a benefit other than saving time, which I guess you could say is sort of cheating, but at the same time, I don't know. Anyway, if I knew it was going to be such a scary place, I wouldn't have come along. I'm out of here. Anyway, yeah, so King leaves you really early. But here's Picky. And yeah, if we talk to him, it looks like... I thought he was crying in my first playthrough, but it turns out he was just asleep. What? Oh! You woke me up. Porky! I've been looking all over for you. You see, Porky got scared and ran away. Well, I'm glad you're okay, at least. Let's go home now. I bet Mom and Dad are worried sick about us. Jeez. Sometimes I wonder which one of us is the real big brother. Picky joins you. And, like King, Picky actually will try to help you in combat, unlike his older brother. So I guess, yeah, he kind of is the real older brother. Anyway, let's go ahead and move forward. Ness, you hear a buzzing? That sounds like a bee flying around? Yes. Yes, you can hear it! Iconic EarthBound moment. A bee I am. Not. I am from 10 years in the future, and in the future, all is devastation. Giygas, the universal cosmic destroyer, sent all to the horror of eternal darkness. For you must listen. Where I am from, there is a well-known legend that has been handed down from ancient times. It says, the chosen boy reaches the point, he will find the light. The passing of time will shatter the nightmare rock, and will reveal the path of light. You see, it is my opinion that you are that boy, Ness. This I believe. Giygas' monstrous plan must have been set in motion somewhere on Earth. If you start to confront the enemy immediately, you may have time to counter the evil intentions of Giygas. 3 things are of the utmost importance: wisdom, courage, and friendship. Sounds awfully like Zelda, except for, instead of power, you got friendship. The legends of Zelda, aka the legends from the ancient times, tell of 3 boys and a girl who defeat Giygas. I will tell you more later. Go now, and do not be anxious about the future. You have much work to do, Ness. Did you listen to what I had told you? Yes. Thank you for listening to my long story. You are as exceptional as I expected you to be. BuzzBuzz now joins you. Ness! It looks like you're really in a lot of trouble this time. 3 boys, he said? I'm not one of those 3, am I? Because I'm not into this kind of thing at all. Jeez, my heart's pounding almost right on my chest. Alright, well, I like how when we look down we can see, like, Porky kind of has his, like, mouth open in a dopey way. But, yeah. Anyway, we already got 3 boys now. We just need 1 girl. Is BuzzBuzz a girl? I don't think so. I think Buzz Buzz is the tail, but I mean, we might have the full team right now. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to you again. Ness, buddy. I have something to tell you, and only you. Can you come visit me later? Alone? I like that little sound effect. Yeah. So, I actually didn't talk to him again on my first, like, 2 playthroughs. Yeah, actually, my first 3 playthroughs, I had no idea about that. But he actually kind of gives you a hint that foreshadows something in the game, which I think is a super cool little Easter egg, because you could totally miss it. You're never required to go back there. But if you do, you get a neat little... Oh, I forgot about this. A neat little Easter egg. Anyway, it's been a long time, Buzz Buzz. You've been successful at foiling Master Giygas' plans, but... Buzz Buzz, you must now surrender. You're no longer a hero, but just a useless insect. I'll stomp you hard. Our first boss slash mini-boss, Starman Jr., blocks the way. Now this fight is basically scripted. Like, there's no way to take damage, so all you really do is just press bash. Buzz Buzz tried Psy Shield Sigma, and everyone gets protected by the Psychic Shield. And because Starman Jr. can only use psychic attacks, we're immune. Yeah, you can try PK Freeze, but I mean, it just makes PK Freeze disappear, so... And wow, he does like 100 damage, holy cow. And, yeah, so he could keep trying, but, unfortunately for him, yeah, like every other turn, Buzz Buzz will use the shield just to make it last longer. There we go. PK Fire. Beta. Wow, that's pretty strong. But you see, even though everyone would have gotten hit by that, no one actually got hit by that. There you go. We defeated the Starman Jr. It was pretty much that easy. We only got 16 experience. I was taking a big chance there. You came 10 years in the future to kill me, so we can't relax yet. From now on, you'll be fighting enemies sent by Giygas, as well as humans who have evil thoughts. They'll definitely make trouble during your adventure. Animals are also becoming violent due to Giygas' influence over the evil in their minds. It is the truth, so listen. Okay. Can we go home, actually? I think we can. Oh yeah, we can. Okay, I thought Porky would try to stop us again. I don't want to go out anymore. I don't care if everyone thinks I'm a stubborn mutt. If you actually come back to the house before you get picky, you can actually get King to join you again and again until you get picky. Anyway, let's go into the house. Alright, there he is. Porky's dad. I'm really sorry that my kids troubled you so much. Both of you are really going to get it now. So, in the Japanese version, the sound effect was like more of like it was supposed to sound like he was beating them. I don't know if noise cancellation let that weird sound effect I made just come play out, but anyway, yeah, it was supposed to sound more like he was beating them, but this version, it's supposed to sound like he's yelling at them instead, but honestly, I just kind of figured he was still beating them, because, I mean, I don't know, it just sounds like beating. But anywho, apparently it's supposed to be yelling. By the way, I would really be happy if you left sometime soon. I'm tired of your family living next door. We've loaned your father a lot of money. Maybe $100,000 or more. Well, I guess it really could have been less. But because of the loan, my family and I now live in poverty. My husband is much too lenient with the children. Oh well, nice guys finish last. That's the story of our life. Ah! You think it's a dung beetle? I'll smash your guts out. Ooh. Ugh, I'm so tired. Nag, nag, nag. My husband is very soft-hearted. What's up, Buzz Buzz? You're not looking too good. I was much weaker than I thought. So you must begin your adventure now. See you. Oh, I just remembered. Listen to my final words. To defeat Giygas, your own power must unite with the Earth's. The Earth will then channel your power and multiply it. There are 8 points you must visit. Make these places your own. Each of these locations is your sanctuary. One of them is near on it. It is called Giant Step. Go there first. Do you understand? Yes. Alright. You are a very intelligent young man, and oh, the pain! Everything is getting dark. Before I pass on, I want to give you something. It is the Soundstone. You could record the melodies from your sanctuary locations into this stone. It is an awesome item. By the way, I'm almost gone, but did you want to hear the story one more time? No, I'm not falling for this owl from Zelda Ocarina of Time thing anymore. Good! It's already dawn outside, but it doesn't matter to me. I'm fading fast. Yes, got the Soundstone! And just like that, Buzz is dead. He just unloads the sprite. Boom. Yep. Yeah, here we go. This item, if you touch to your forehead and concentrate on your thoughts, your sanctuary melodies can be heard. And yeah, we cannot get rid of this. Gathered his thoughts. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We could check it before we even have any melodies. Nothing really happens, but that's cool, I guess. Anywho. Fun fact, if you had a full inventory, which is possible, I couldn't really get it because there were no Spiteful Crows. Spiteful Crows have a small chance of dropping cookies, and actually it's pretty not that small actually. You could, I think it's like 50% or maybe 25%. You get them pretty commonly from them. The dogs actually have like a 1 in 64 chance of dropping a red roll. So yeah, if you like fill your inventory from fighting enough enemies and getting like cookies and red rolls, Buzz will remark about how you have too much space in your inventory, and then he says he'll just give it to your sister for storage and like magic, and then boom, it's just given to Tracy somehow. And yeah, when you next talk to Tracy though, she will automatically give you the Soundstone. So basically, you'll have a free slot in your inventory for the rest of the game unless you talk to Tracy. So, yeah. Anyway, I couldn't do that. Not that I would want to, because that would take a lot of grinding to get full inventory. Anyway, let's go ahead and get on out. There we go. I love that little opening where the scene brightens up, and we get Ness, like, outside during the daytime. Although I noticed like the sprite for like the mailbox and Ness himself, they did not gradually shift to the new color palette. They kind of snapped into like the proper shade. I think that might be a problem with the emulator. I don't know, but I feel like they like the first time I played, I'm pretty sure I remember Ness and the mailbox like kind of smoothly transitioning into the palette as well. But it doesn't matter. Now everything's normal. And if we try to go back home, we'll be stopped by the photographer. So let's go ahead and check that out. Pictures taken instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius if I do say so myself. Okay, get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera. Ready? Say Fuzzy Pickles. Wow, what a great photograph. It'll always bring back the fondest of memories. And then he just kind of flies away. And yeah, that happens a lot in the adventure. Like, probably like I don't know exactly how many, but there's probably like 100 times where that happens. Maybe 50 at minimum, but it happens a lot. So I'm not gonna read it every time it does it. But, yeah. Anyway, we made it back to Ness's house, and you get to listen to one of my favorite themes. It's called Home Sweet Home. Very nice, very soothing. I actually, at one point, kind of forgot it now a little bit, but I did learn it on piano just so that I could, I could play it. I'm not the greatest at piano, so I don't know too many songs, but I wanted to make sure I learned this one at least. And, yeah, I'm definitely not too good at it anymore. Like, I haven't played piano in like a couple months now, so if I try to pick it up again, pretty sure I'm pretty bad. Because I already wasn't that proficient, but I still kind of remember the notes, so yeah, it's very nice song. Anywho, let's go ahead and save the game. I realized we're at like 41 minutes. I didn't intend for it to get this long. I was thinking like half an hour maybe, but I kind of wasted a lot of time. So, but yeah, at least we got done with that first, like, I don't know, tutorial part of the game, the intro. But yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and record. I guess we could see the other dialogues here. So if you say like nothing really, he'll just say good luck, click beep beep beep. And here, blah blah blah, record. Your old dad is also thinking of hitting the hay for the night. I've created a record of adventure at this point. And we already saw what happens when we say continue, so we'll just press end now, because I'm going to finish the video here. We're a great team, aren't we? Well, you should turn the power off instead of just pressing reset, alright? And now the game forcibly soft locks. No input will do anything, so even if I fast forward, it doesn't do anything, so yeah. Anyway, that'll do it for EarthBound Part 1. I know it's kind of dragged on, but whatever. For these first few, like, parts, I'm kind of going to be explaining a bit of the mechanics of the game, as well as trying to go through the story, so they might be a little bit longer, a little more boring, but hopefully they're not too bad. Of course, later on the game will be a lot more interesting, although this is a slower-paced game, and I made sure to make, like, a conscious decision. I remember back in, like, from Majora's Mask playthrough onward, I tried to make all my videos, like, 20 minutes long, but RPGs like this are much more slow-paced, and I feel like if I only did 20 minutes of gameplay, I would get barely anything done in the video. So I'm going to make them around 30 minutes long, maybe longer, but hopefully not, like, over an hour long. I don't want to make, like, Fire Emblem Path of Radiance videos where some of those videos were, like, movie length. But, yeah, I just want it to be long enough where I could get stuff done, but not so long that it drags on too long. But yeah, anyway, enough about all that. I guess, that's pretty much all I need to say, so thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I upload this on time. Just in case I don't, today's date is July 29th, 2022. So, maybe, hopefully I'll only be like a day or two late, but I know me. I'm gonna procrastinate the hell out of this game. Anywho, thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I see you guys next time.